Hey Pixies! So today I am going to do the video I've been telling you I would do, which is my Beetles nail tips. Applying them with the poly gel. They lasted 5 weeks the last time, and I won't keep them on that long again. They start to look pretty rough, so I will be changing them most likely around the 3-week mark, if as time allows, because like I said, I don't need them to be on 5 weeks because they start to look pretty grungy. They get discolored and stuff, so I would probably change them at the 3-week mark, but they did last 5 weeks. So we're using the Modelones Poly Gel in light apricot, which is what I used in my overlay video. I have the Makartt Slip Solution and little dish and brush that came with it. So this brush is a little bit better than the one I used in my overlay video. Cuticle Pusher and the Modelones Gel Base Coat, which came in the Poly Gel set. And I have my little Bellavina mini lamp for this too, which I used in my Bellavina nail tip video. So I am first, now don't mind my nails, they look rough. Don't mind my nails. So I am just going to push the cuticle back. So I just kind of go around, push that back, and I'm feeling much better. Some of you have been asking how I feel since my vertigo episode, and finally, after 2.5 weeks, I am starting to feel more normal. I haven't been getting the little dizzy spells and stuff, so that's good. I'm just now going around with the sharper side, make sure I don't have any product. My nails are discolored from a manicure I did on my naked shorties. So they're a little discolored right now from that, but we're going to move forward anyway. So I'm going to then just lightly, with the soft side of this, just buff my nail. If you hear a weird noise, my cat is bathing himself like 2 feet from me and sounds kind of graphic. And I'm going to take an alcohol prep pad and just wipe everything up. Now I already have my tips shaped at the cuticle area to fit my nails. I already did that. I cut them down just slightly and fit them to my nails. If you want to see how I fit my tips to my nails, I can link my other nail tip video using the Beetles or my Bellavina video. That shows it as well. You just want it to fit sidewall to sidewall, have it a little too big versus too small, and then file down the sides as needed. So I keep putting them on to make sure that I'm not taking off too much. So I already did that part. And I am just going to use this coarse nail bit that I used for product removal. I did this in my Bellavina video, and I'm just going to rough up the part that will be touching my nail. I am going to apply a thin layer of the gel base. This will help the poly gel adhere better. So I just do a thin layer, and then we're going to cure it for 30 seconds. I am going to use my big lamp for that, and my little Bellavina lamp will be used for actually applying the tips like I did in that video. Okay, once you cure that for 30 seconds, leave that tacky layer on there. And I am going to take the scoop end of my cuticle pusher, and I am going to, no, I'm not doing that. I'm going to put it right in the tip. So I'm going to squeeze out enough. you need to fill the nail tip. So just the part that's going to be touching your nail. So I have, as I've said in other videos, 0 apex. So I need to put a good bit, but I put it in the center and then I fan it out. I make it thin on the sides and cuticle area. If your polygel starts to stick to your brush, you want to dip it back into the slip solution. So I'm dipping into the slip solution, which helps you move the product around, but I'm trying to keep the bulk of the product in the center because you don't want a gap in there. You want it to fill in that apex. So I am just making it thin on the sides and bulkier in the center. Once you think it's good, I'm going to turn on my little Bellavina lamp, start at the cuticle, and slowly press down. So once you have it in place, I dip into the slip solution and I clean up that edge. I'm doing it very lightly. See how the nail tip moved? Press it back into place, and then I flip it around and hold it with one of my other fingers and get that excess product from underneath. So I hope that you can see that. It's kind of hard sometimes to move my finger in a way I can see it and a way that you can see it too. So make sure it's straight. We're looking pretty good. I might have a small air bubble. I can't tell if that's going to be an air bubble right there or not. And if you're not moving the slip solution, then get a little bit more. And I didn't need to turn on my lamp. I forgot. I'm not going right in. I need to clean up first. So that was my bad. All right. So once it's on, make sure it's straight. Make sure it's positioned. Clean everything up. And now I'm going to, actually, I'm not going to use my little Bellavina lamp because you don't have to hold it in place. So I'm just going to put it in my big lamp for 30 seconds. So that's what we've got. I love the polygel. So we will have to clean up a little bit, but that's what it looks like. And I am going to get the dirt off my hand that came from somewhere. Sorry if I seem a little scattered. I worked all day and then came home, did some stuff around the house, worked out, and now it's like 8 o'clock at night. I have work tomorrow and I'm trying to get these tips on both hands because I have to do the rest of my Halloween manicures. I have a bunch of manicures to do. I'm not sure when you'll be seeing this. You'll probably be seeing it in November because we're halfway through October when I'm filming this. So you probably won't see this until November and you'll be wondering why I'm talking about Halloween manicures. Well, it's because I filmed it in October and there's 2 weeks left and I had so many ideas for Halloween, but the vertigo thing just kind of threw me off and I didn't get as many manicures for Halloween done as I had planned. I have so many different ideas. So yeah, but I just applied that polygel dipped into the slip solution and now I'm fanning it out on the sides. And like I said, just trying to keep the bulk of that product there in the center. Once I think we're good, I'm gonna flip it around and, oh, I didn't apply my base. See, I'm a little scattered today because I'm trying to go too fast. So let's apply our gel base to our nail and cure that for 30 seconds. Okay, now we can apply it. I'm going to, though, just push some of this back down. When it starts to stick, like I said, just dip your brush into the slip solution. I just dip the tip of it in so I don't pick up too much and get it all runny, because then sometimes I have a hard time seeing what I'm doing, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna take this tip, push it down at the cuticle. I have a really hard time with my index fingers because they're crooked. So I have a hard time. I need to be extra careful with my index fingers. This is just getting any product that's squeezed off out of the way. Okay, so I'm going to dip into the slip solution and remove any pellet. I'm holding it with my other finger in place, so it will move a little, but hopefully not too much, because I don't want a bunch of product under my nail. So I look at the tips from different angles to make sure my index finger isn't crooked. Okay, I think we're good there, so I'm just gonna do one more little wipe around the sides. Try not to move it this time because I think I have it in place the way that I want it. So I'm gonna go ahead and cure that for 30 seconds. Okay, so that one's cured too. And I know I get these little, sometimes I get little white spots on the inside, and I think it's from the poly gel, but that's fine. I always have them covered anyway, so it doesn't bother me too much. Okay, apply your gel base. I'm gonna show you and talk through this last one, and then I'm gonna speed through the other two or cut them out. I'm just trying to make some shorter videos too. I know a lot of you have really liked my longer videos, and I'm surprised at how many of you watch my 30 to 40 minute videos. I love that, and I appreciate it so much, because when I'm doing my nails, I'm literally just acting like I'm doing my nails with a girlfriend and we're just chatting, except it's just me rambling the whole time. So cure that for 30 seconds and then we'll apply the tip. And we're going to take that middle finger. And as I was saying, I'm trying to make some shorter videos too. I don't know how long this will end up being in the end, but I'm trying to do a few shorter ones too. That way they're not all 40 minutes or longer, even though I know some of you like that. It's amazing to me that you want to listen to me talk for 40 minutes, but all right, I'm going to stop rambling now. I'm applying the poly gel and just fanning it out real thin, because as you see, like a little bit squeezes out the sides and cuticle areas. So if I try to put most of that where I need it, which is at the apex, then I shouldn't have as much squeeze out. So I have a little glob there at the cuticle. I'm gonna pull up. I really like poly gel. I was telling someone in the one comment, oh, I can't remember your name, Tamara or something like that. I'm so sorry, I can't remember your name right now. She was saying about whether or not I liked builder gel or poly gel better. I love poly gel. I had a love-hate relationship with builder gel, and for my nail tips, I love the poly gel. For protecting my real nails, whenever I was doing manicures on just my real nail, I had such a love-hate relationship with builder gel. I loved it because it protected my very weak nails, but I hated the process. I don't know why. I just think poly gel is a lot easier to work with and even do that like overlay and stuff on. So I'm definitely a poly gel kind of girl. I got alcohol in there. That's why it's turning white. The slip solution is basically an alcohol, and on these tips, whenever you get alcohol in them, they turn kind of white like that. So that's why it's doing that. Which, like I said, it doesn't bother me because I always have something over them anyway. So I think we're good with that. Check to make sure it's straight. I look at it individually. I look at it in my nailfie pose. I look at it like this. We're all good. I'm gonna cure for 30 seconds. And now we're going to do what I call flush it in. And by that, I mean, I go around all of the edges, and this is what I think makes them look pretty natural. And I was just talking to somebody at work, and they thought that they were my real nails. I'm like, no, honey, my real nails look nothing like that. So I just go around all the edges. I'm using the coarser side because I'm filing off any excess product, and I'm just making it so that it looks more natural. And then I'll shorten them however much I need to and shape them. So I'll show you that on my thumb, and then I'll go ahead and do my other nails. Now, after I had my last nail applied, I went ahead and did a full cure of 60 seconds. So I cured for 60 seconds, and that was then like a full cure, because as I said before, I was just doing a flash cure to get it to stay in place while I applied the other nail tips, and then I do a full cure of 1 minute just on my entire hand then. These shapes so easy too. I loved my Bellavina tips as well. I have no discount codes for any of these products, but I do have discount codes for other companies, which are always down below if you're interested. But I loved my Bellavina tips too, but I had told you guys I would do this video, so I needed to replace them, and I thought I should do that now. I've been telling you I would do that for a while. So I'm going to go ahead and just go around and do that on each of my fingers then. I'm just going to go around the entire area, make sure there's no excess product, and then reshape them. So when I shape them, at first I go like this, right up and down my thumb side to get it to like fall in like that. So I do that up to the tip, make sure the tip is good, straight and everything. Then I go along the edge and just kind of blend it. So I blend that in, that way there's not like a harsh curve there or anything. So that's how I do that shaping. So I'm gonna do that on these remaining 4 fingers, and I'll be back. Once I'm done filing and buffing, once I'm done shaping and everything, I just buff the surface lightly. And now I'm just using alcohol prep pad to make sure all of the filing dust is off. If you're having a hard time getting sharp edges, I get these glass nail files on Amazon. They're really good for giving you a super sharp line. Okay, from here, if I know they're not perfect, but that's because of the alcohol, it turns them kind of white. But what you would do is, if you're doing a gel manicure, you would just go in with your gel products. If you're doing a dip manicure without peel base, you could probably just go in with your dip products. If you use peel base, you will need a smooth, shiny surface. So I would recommend putting on a gel base, curing it for 30 seconds, and then a gel top coat and curing it for 60 seconds. Now, this milky white color here, this is a Beetles polish. It's A732. I might actually do that right on these and top coat it, and then do my peel base on top of that. That way, whenever I'm not wearing a manicure, I have a nice white palette cleanse on my nails and there's something on them, because every now and then I'll have a day or two where I have nothing on my nails and they look like this. So this time I might try that, but I am going to decide what I want to do with that. This is it for applying them. Like I said, you could go in with your gel or your dip. I might do some kind of gel and top coat and then my peel base on that. I'm not going to apply any cuticle oil or anything because, like I said, I might be going in with some other products. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps YouTube recommend my video and channel to others. If you have any questions, you can leave a comment below or find me on Instagram @DippingPixie. Make sure you're subscribed. I have new videos every Monday and Thursday, so make sure the notifications are on. That's it for this one, guys, and I will see you in the next one.